In Shadowkeep, the effective range of a pulse rifle is going to change. As you can tell by the background footage, pulse rifles already handle medium distance pretty well, but they're able to they're able to leap into long distance engagements without breaking a sweat. What you're seeing on screen now is a comparison between a max range blast furnace, the highest range on a Go Figure with rangefinder and high caliber rounds, and the highest range on a Right Side of Wrong with rangefinder and accurized rounds. Since the blast furnace doesn't have the rangefinder perk, we're going to try to find the range drop off of this first, which you see is right now. That's 75 meters. That's pretty far, but I think we can do better. Let's switch to the Go Figure. So as you can see, still hits all of its damage. I'm going to take a lot of steps back, and it will finally clock in at 79 meters. Let's not forget about the Right Side of Wrong, though. That's the energy version of this Go Figure. Between the two of them, I would say that the Go Figure has about 1/10 of a meter advantage, so they're very, very similar, but again, Go Figure has high caliber rounds, so that's where it edges out on Right Side of Wrong. But of course, beggars can't be choosers. If you want to use a chaperone, well, unfortunately, you can't use a chaperone with a Go Figure. You have to use the Right Side of Wrong. This brings us to the purpose of today's video, which is to document where these max range pulse rifles are hitting from, and then compare it later in Season 8 when pulse rifles change. For reference, here are some scout rifle drop-offs. As you can see, the Jade Rabbit doesn't experience drop-off, but if I take a couple steps back where it's not going to conveniently 3-tap, you can still see that the effective 2-tap distance of these high-impact pulses is going to be the same as Jade Rabbit. So a pulse rifle has the same range as a scout rifle. But this doesn't mean that even with a range nerf to pulse rifles, that they're going to be completely out of contention. They're still going to destroy people, so I just want to compare what the long-range options for pulse rifles offer. I'll keep it short and sweet on the comparisons. The Blast Furnace can easily max out the range stat bar and can get the perk Quick Draw, which essentially maxes out the handling. So if you want a very snappy, long-range option, the Blast Furnace is for you. The next pulse rifle I'm going to talk about is Go Figure, which offers rangefinder and exclusively high caliber rounds for more flinch during gunfights. The range drop-off advantage you get with a Go Figure over a Blast Furnace is about 4 to 5 meters, but we'll look at that again in Season 8. Now for our final option, the Right Side of Wrong, you pretty much just use this one when you want to use a particular kinetic pairing like a chaperone. So now that you're equipped with all this knowledge, you can easily decide for yourself when Season 8 drops which pulse rifle is right for you. The Blast Furnace is easily farmable by Black Armory stuff. The Go Figure is a world drop, so eventually you'll get a decent roll. And the Right Side of Wrong is in the lost sector called the Ancients Haunt on Nessus, or the Ma'adim subterrane on Mars. You might be wondering why I'm doing a video on long-distance pulse rifles, but that's because I'm trying for myself to decide which weapons deserve to have a spot in my inventory when I load into the competitive playlist. On that note, that brings an end to the video. If you notice my voice is slightly different, that's because I'm on the tail end of like this sinus issue. I'm sick. I'm trying to, vitamin C up, boost my immune system, and really kick this thing so I can get back to streaming on the daily. I'm not going to stress it though, because this is like the last little vacation I get before Shadowkeep drops, and then I'm going to be putting in some real degenerate hours. I mean, last week I did treat it like a vacation. I went to Canada to visit Drewski on his birthday, and then as soon as I got back, I went to a convention in St. Augustine, Florida, and had a lot of fun talking to artists and gamers of the sort. Now, for this weekend, assuming that I'm at 100%, I'm going to Disney World with some friends, and I'm really looking forward to that. That's one of the main reasons that living in Orlando, Florida is actually the best, because you got Universal and Disney right around the corner. For those wondering, on occasion I do put together some Orlando meetups in the area for any Destiny players or subscribers of mine and that sort of thing. If you're even remotely interested and live in the Orlando area, the best place to learn more is in my Discord, discord.gg/camicakes. Follow the rules, type in what you need to do, and then message me or one of my moderators, and we'll make sure you're put in the right section. For anyone else interested in my day-to-day shenanigans, you can follow me on Twitter, at CamiCakesYT, or at Instagram, which I just started posting to again, InstaCami. Well, as usual, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. It really does mean the world to me. Sorry that on occasion I will take a break here or there, but I feel like I need it. And if you need to see me on the daily, maybe follow those social plugs. You're the best, and I'll see ya in the next one.